I now officially call this meeting to order. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Board of Directors from District 1, Randy Christensen, Secretary from Scranton. Paul Heineman, Ogden. And Kim Rinker, Treasurer from Ogden. Unfortunately, Kim wasn't able to be with us this evening. From District 2, Jim Burial, Ames, Bill Harleen, Madrid, and Doug Roby, Ames. From District 3, Joel Scow, Secretary and Assistant Treasury. Assistant Secretary and Assistant Treasurer, Wesley. Myself, Rick Thompson, Vice President, Laverne. From District 4, Francis Bucknell, Iowa Falls. Paul Scartfeet, Radcliffe. And Jim Vierkamp, Alden. Now, please join me in welcoming Board President and District 3 Director Mike Coleman, who will conduct this evening's business meeting.
Thank you, Rick. I would like to take a second to recognize special guests with us this evening. Tonight we have Leslie Kaufman from IAEC. Leslie. And we have Andrew St. John from SIPCO Power. Good evening, and thank you all for joining us for Midland Power Cooperative's annual meeting. I'd also like to welcome the members joining us online through Facebook Live. At the conclusion of tonight's meeting, we will open the floor to member questions. Members watching online may submit questions through comment section, and we will do our best to answer them before adjournment. As you entered this evening, you should have received a copy of the Cooperative's 2025 annual report. The report includes the Cooperative's financial statements and the minutes from last year's annual meeting. For members watching online, the report is available to you on the website. Unless I hear any additions or corrections to the minutes of the 2025 annual meeting, the financial statement contained in the annual report will stand approved as presented. At this time, I'd like to introduce Attorney Haley Van Loon from Brown Winnick firm to provide an overview of this process, year's director and nomination committee election process. Haley?
Thank you, Mike, and good evening to everyone. As a member of Midland, there was a distribution of ballots by mail, and those ballots were collected by the cooperative, divided among the districts. And this morning I had the opportunity to work with a group of volunteer tellers who count and tabulate those ballots in order to determine the elected representatives of the cooperative. The candidate nominations for Midland were put forth by an independent member electing nominating committee. And I'm going to read the names of the folks involved in the nominating committee this year. So for District 1, the nominating committee consisted of Don Christian, Aaron McLeod, Alan Robson. From District 2, Dave Jameson, Dennis Lynch, and Mark Speck. From District 3, John Gears, John Nissen, and Levi Studer. And from District 4, Charlie Gilbert, Vern Hecker, and Steve Schnormeyer. At this time, if there's any member in attendance who has a ballot they have not yet cast, please let me know so we can make sure to collect that ballot as well. Yes, seeing none, I'll turn things back over to Mike.
Thank you, Haley. This year's annual meeting theme is Spreading the Power of Community. That theme reflects who we are as a cooperative and why we exist. Unlike investor-owned utilities, the answers to shareholders, Midland Power is owned by the members we serve. Every member has a voice, every member has a vote. Every decision we make is guided by what's best for our members and the communities we call home. One of the 7 cooperative principles that guide electric cooperatives across the nation and all cooperatives worldwide is concern for community. It is a simple principle, but a powerful one. It means we recognize that our success is tied directly to the success of the communities we serve. When our communities thrive, the co-op thrives. And when challenges arise, we work together to find solutions. That's why our mission extends beyond simply delivering electricity. It's why we invest in reliability improvements that keep the lights on for homes, farms, schools, and businesses. It is why we provide scholarships, sponsor youth leadership opportunities, and support first responders, and partner with organizations that improve the quality of life in our communities. It is why our employees volunteer their time throughout their service territory, giving back to places where they live, work, and raise their families. And it is why we support local economic development projects that create jobs and strengthen rural Iowa. Now let's take a moment to see how the local businesses used revolving loans from both Midland Power and our wholesale power provider, Corn Belt Power Cooperative, to help accelerate their growth.
We're in Algona at G-Force Customs. We build cars, start to finish, ground up. G-Force Customs specializes in resto mods, which is basically stands for restoring but modifying. And so we'll take like a 69 Camaro, we'll put big Willwood brakes on it. We put a lot of LS engines in the old cars. We put air conditioning in them. Basically, what the customer demanded a lot of today is they want a car that runs and drives like their late model pickup or car that they currently have. Start to finish means that car is going to get tore down to nothing. We modernize suspension. Every nut bolt is replaced on the car. The frames are powder coated, sandblasted, powder coated. The drivetrain is all updated. We're sticklers on door gaps, and we want that product to be high quality in the end. Because when a car leaves here, it's our name on that car. When we first started, we really didn't have a clue how it would grow and expand. You know, you have a business idea, you think, well, I think it's gonna work, but you don't know until you jump into it. And one thing just led to another, and now, you know, we're booked out probably 2 years. We went to Kossuth Economic Development, and they helped us along a lot. We worked with the Midland and Corn Belt and went through the revolving loan fund, and without them it would have been really difficult. You know, interest rates can make and break a deal, and that's really what helped us make that decision to go ahead and make that leap, moving from in town, which we had outgrew that facility, to come out here and build this big building. And if it wasn't for the help that we received through that economic development and the revolving loan fund, I don't think we would have been able to do it.
Midland's revolving loan fund exists for us to be able to help our rural communities develop efficiently and affordably. Projects that may not have a full financial package with traditional financing can come to Midland and use the revolving loan fund for a gap financing to get a project done that otherwise could not be. G-Force was a great fit for the revolving loan program. They were a company that was established but looking to grow and needed an infusion of funds at a lower interest rate really to help them grow at the time that they needed. As a young company and with few employees, the revolving loan really came in and helped bridge a gap to help them expand and take on new business.
A lot of it is nostalgia. A lot of it is, I had that car when I was in high school, got married, sold the car, had kids, you know, and they want that car back, and now maybe they're in a financial position to where they can afford to do that. And that drives a lot of it. Or it's just a dream somebody had that, you know, I've always wanted a 69 Camaro. a 70 Chevelle, whatever it may be. And now I'm able to fulfill that dream, and then we help them do that.
G-Force Custom is just one of more than 60 similar stories where co-ops revolving loan funds have been instrumental in helping our rural businesses and not-for-profit organizations succeed. While we're proud of our track record, we know the road ahead will be full of changes. As we look towards the future, the principle of concern for community will remain critical. Everywhere we look, new technologies seem to be reshaping how electricity is generated, delivered, and used. Yet through all that change, our purpose remains the same. We are here to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity while strengthening the communities we serve. As we look ahead, I am confident in Midland Power's future. For nearly 90 years, electric co-ops have demonstrated what can happen when neighbors work together for the common good. The cooperative model helped electrify rural America, and today it continues helping communities adapt, grow, and prosper. Concern for community isn't just one of our cooperative principles, it's part of our culture. Together, we are doing more than delivering electricity. Together, we are spreading the power of community. At this time, I'd like to invite Midland Power's CEO, Bill McKim, to provide an overview of your cooperative's accomplishments during the past year. Bill?
Thank you, Mike, and good evening, everyone. As Mike mentioned, 2025 was another productive year for Midland Power Cooperative. But that productivity, those accomplishments, all start with our employees and their commitment to fostering a culture of safety. As a cooperative, we are dedicated to the safety of our members and our employees. In fact, as any of our team members will tell you, safety is at the heart of everything we do. Safety is our top priority because it protects our employees, our members, and the reliability of our electric system. In 2025, I'm proud to report that Midland employees surpassed 650,000 hours worked without a lost time accident. That's more than 6 years without a lost time injury. That's a major accomplishment. And want to ask you to join me in congratulating our team for their dedication to performing often dangerous work in very storms, winds, rain, snow, everything else, in really dangerous situations with care and professionalism required to make such a significant milestone. So thank you in recognizing them. Our crews, as part of those safety efforts, our crews also completed 790 job briefings. These job briefings, we start every job with one of those so they establish a safe work area, and they're key to that safety culture we have. These efforts help to ensure our employees return home safely each day to their families and that our members can enjoy the safe, reliable service they depend on. Speaking of reliability, strengthening our distribution system remained a major focus in 2025. In 2025, we invested more than $5.6 million into new distribution infrastructure. Major projects included upgrading the Farland substation in Greene County from 34.5 kVA to 69 kV to improve redundancy and capacity in the area. And we installed a new SCADA control system at that substation. We also began upgrades at our Hardin substation in Webster County and the Valley substation in Boone County. These substation upgrades are part of a broader strategy to strengthen the electric system and improve the reliability for our members. As Mike mentioned, community engagement also remained a key priority in 2025. Last year, Midland Power provided more than $59,000 in financial and labor support to schools, scholarships, first responders, and community organizations throughout our service territory. Midland employees also continue to give back through volunteer projects across our service area. Whether supporting youth programs or volunteering with local organizations, our employees continue to demonstrate the cooperative value of commitment to community. This past year, Our team spent time volunteering at both Big Creek State Park, north of Polk City, and the Iowa Arboretum and Gardens near Madron. So now let's take a look at a little video that highlights our efforts on those work days.
We're at Big Creek State Park in Polk City, Iowa. So at Big Creek, we have the largest public swim beach in Iowa. We also have our lake, a disc golf course, a giant wooden playground, cabanas, shelters, with a lot of variety. If you enjoy water recreation, we have boating. We have a marina concessionaire on site who rents pontoon rentals, kayaks, paddle boats. So we have Midland Power Cooperative here volunteering with us today, and they came with us with a really exciting opportunity to have a lot of volunteers hitting up a multi-tiered project. Not often that we get to have people who want to tackle multiple projects in one day, so they're making a big impact in a really, honestly, just a day. So our staying team is focusing specifically today on our beachside cabanas. These shelters were desperately in need of a touch-up for stain. It's been a few years since they've been stained, so they're faded, starting to chip away, and this crew came in and they're helping make them beautiful again. Specifically along our shoreline, but realistically everywhere in the park, we combat invasive species such as autumn olive, Russian olive, Asiatic bush honeysuckle. Those are shrubs that will readily take over in native seedings that we're trying to plant back to prairie and outcrowd our native understory. A lot of times our park ranger will say that you could pick up all the trash today and then do the same project tomorrow. You know, it just resets. But it's a really meaningful project in my mind, because I think when people are at a clean park, they work harder to keep it clean. You know, we take volunteer groups of any size, but when we have the luxury of getting 25, 30 volunteers like we have here today, it just makes an incredible impact. You know, it took maybe 6 hours out of your day, but I will appreciate this for years.
We're here at the Iowa Arboretum and Gardens, a little public garden located in rural Boone County, really close to Luther, just south of Boone. Yeah, the Iowa Arboretum and Gardens is 160 acres. 40 acres of that is formal gardens and a collection of trees. And then the rest of it is 120 acres of prairie and woodlands that we are actively restoring back to what it would have looked like 150 years ago. Midland Power Cooperative came out today to help us with our oak and hickory regeneration activities. So between the 2020 derecho that impacted a lot of central Iowa and emerald ash borer, we have a lot of sick and damaged trees in our woodland. And these folks are out here to help us take down a lot of those damaged trees and get the woods ready to be beautiful native Iowa woodlands again. As a small nonprofit, work days like this with the Midland Power Cooperative are really, really helpful. The amount of work that's getting done today by these folks is as much as a year or two from all of us here at with staff. So we really appreciate that work and help.
Video at Midland, our employees really do live our values. In addition to being highly skilled in their jobs, our employees take tremendous pride in their work, and I'm truly honored to have the opportunity to work alongside them. I want to say personally, these work days also help me to enhance my skills as a stainer of decks and a clearer of brush on trails. So it was really good for me. My wife is very happy that I've enhanced those skills. Their dedication is reflected not only in the work they do, but also in the relationship we continue to build with our members. Last year, we continued our focus on providing educational outreach programs. Our annual EV car show, Earth Day celebration, U-Tour program, college scholarships, school safety education visits, and member appreciation events all provided opportunities to engage with our members and strengthen our communities. Technology also played an important role during the year. New Smart Hub tools introduced to help our members understand their energy use and billing information. These new features enhanced insight into household energy consumption, bill projection, high use alerts, and personalized energy information designed to help members make more informed decisions about their energy use. And helping our members better understand their energy usage will be a key as we look to navigate the changing energy landscape. As many already know, utilities across the country, including our wholesale power providers, are planning major investments in new generation and transmission resources to meet the demand and maintain growing demand and maintain reliability. While these projects are critically needed to maintain reliability, they don't come cheaply. Nationwide, utilities are expected to spend some $2 trillion over the coming years. These costs will ultimately be borne by utility customers, including electric cooperative members, for decades to come. However, this type of growth isn't totally unprecedented. From the 1960s to the early 1990s, the nation's electric grid underwent a massive transformation, with new generation facilities sprouting up across the country. This robust energy supply allowed our regional and national economies to flourish. Thanks to the vision and investments of previous generations, Iowans have enjoyed some of the lowest electric prices in the nation. Now, it's our turn to help lay the foundation for a brighter future. By revitalizing the nation's electric grid, we'll help to ensure our children, grandchildren, and future generations have access to the same robust energy supply we have enjoyed and relied upon. However, meeting tomorrow's energy needs requires not only new investments, but also thoughtful policies that ensure continued growth benefits everyone. Midland and our wholesale power providers have adopted stringent policies requiring new large commercial loads, such as data centers, to pay their own way. These policies help safeguard our members by shielding the co-op from the costs associated with developing and supplying these type of loads. Contrary to what you may have heard, all new large loads are required to cover all expenses associated with building or upgrading the transmission or distribution infrastructure needed to serve their project. They also are required to cover the cost of acquiring or building any needed new power generation. As a result, our members are protected from shouldering undue costs while also creating a clear, consistent, and fair playing field for potential large commercial customers. To wrap things up this evening, let me take a moment to thank you on behalf of our employees and the Board of Directors of Midland Power for your ongoing trust and support. It's an honor to continue serving you, and I look forward to delivering the value to you, our member owners, for many years to come. It's now my honor and pleasure to introduce Assistant Board Treasurer, Mr. Joel Scow, to provide the financial report.
Thank you, Bill, and thank you all for being here this evening. Like cooperatives and businesses across the country, Midland Power continues to navigate the impacts of inflation and rising costs throughout the electric utility industry. As this graphic shows, the cost of some of the co-op's most commonly purchased materials has continued to skyrocket, even as the broader inflationary rate has slowed. The cost of these materials and equipment, as well as wholesale power, has increased significantly over the past several years. This has created unique financial challenges as we attempt to balance the need for system upgrades to improve reliability with the need to maintain affordable rates. Despite these pressures, Midland Power remains in a strong financial position. In 2025, the cooperative recorded operating revenues of approximately $56.2 million. Slightly more than half of this revenue came from our residential members, while our large commercial members accounted for about 32%. As is the case for most electric cooperatives, wholesale power remains our largest expense. In 2025, approximately 72% out of every dollar the cooperative spent went toward purchasing power for our members. Thanks to the cooperative's strong financial performance, along with patronage allocations from the wholesale power providers and associated organizations, your board of directors authorized the return of nearly $1.1 million in patronage capital to eligible members. That retirement included members who purchased electricity in 2009, 2010, and 2024. Returning patronage capital is one of the many things that make electric cooperatives different. Rather than distributing profits to outside investors, we return value directly to the member owners who own your cooperative. As Bill and Mike both discussed, the electric utility industry will face challenges in the years ahead. Thankfully, Midland Power and our wholesale power providers continue to take a balanced and responsible approach to those challenges. Through careful planning and prudent financial management, we remain committed to maintaining reliable service, competitive rates, and a strong financial foundation. With that, I'll turn it back over to you, Mike.
Thank you, Joel. Now I'd like to invite Haley to rejoin us to present tonight's elections result.
Thank you, Mike. Midland has 4 different voting districts, and so I am going to announce the successful candidates district by district. So starting in District 1, the members of the nominating committee for next year will be Doug Carmen, Isaac Hoskins, and Aaron McLeod. And for the director election, Director Paul Heineman was reelected to the Midland Board. Moving to District 2, the successful candidates for the nominating committee are Dave Jamison, Jody Soma, and Mark Speck. For the director election, Doug Roby has been reelected to the Midland Board. Moving to District 3, the successful candidates for the nominating committee this year are Michael Erkeldine, Greg Kirby, and Travis Sullivan. And the successful candidate for the board seat is Mike Coleman. And finally, in District 4, the nominating committee members for next year will be Seth Grunman, Paul Hoverstein, and Steve Schnormeyer. And for the director election, Paul Scartweet has been reelected to the Midland Board. Congratulations to the successful candidates.
Again, just want to congratulate all the candidates. We will now hold the bill credit drawings. As a reminder, only Midland Power members are eligible to win. Directors, employees, and their immediate family members are not eligible. We will draw 3 members from each district, with each of them receiving a $50 bill credit. The winners will be drawn from the members who submitted ballots. As a reminder, members are not required to be present to win. We will notify the winning members and the credit will appear on a future bill. I'd like to ask Andrew St. John to assist in drawing the winners.
Our first winner from District 1 is James H. Geis, Jefferson. Our second winner is Brent D. Badger from Bagley. And our final winner from District 1 is Matthew T. Pellizer, Clovis, California. District 2 winner, Chris Kaiser, Ames. Our second winner, William G. Knox from Madrid. Third winner, District 2, Janice Reuter, Ames. District 3, winner number 1, DP Divig, Albert Lee, Minnesota. District 3, winner number 2, Etta Mae Daniels, Pilot Mound. And winner number 3, District 3, Haverly Farms, Humboldt. District 4, winner number 1, Wayne Scartfeet, Radcliffe. District 4, winner number 2, Chesley Grunmeyer, Radcliffe. And our final winner for tonight is Wayne Patterson, Ellsworth. Thank you, Andrew.
At this time, we'll entertain member questions concerning operations of your cooperative. Are there any questions either here in person? Hearing none, knowing of no other business to become before this body, I declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you all for attending this meeting this evening. The board members, management, employees will be available after the meeting if any members have any matters they want to discuss. The board of directors organizational meeting will be held in a few minutes. Thank you and have a safe trip home.